Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the home of the Rice Owls, where we are anticipating a full house of fans who give a hoot. And this with two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Raging Cajuns will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Rice Owls offense will get first crack at it today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Owls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Raging Cajuns offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He took a hit as he flew it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
To the ground with the back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. It's a running room. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And the gamble pays off. Down in tight in the red zone. You go for it on 4th and short. You pick up the first down, and now you've got your whole playbook at your disposal. This offense, they're thinking 6 points.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Tried to get there by himself, but he is stopped short, and it'll be 4th down.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Using his feet, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin, he's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. He's into the open down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Owl.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's in open space downfield. Turning on the Jets. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Complete to the right. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes it play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground. Now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
And the Raging Cajuns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. The give to Davis. Slithers into space. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. The Raging Cajuns will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defender. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quick handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Under fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Flushed out of the pocket. Look out, he's got room. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. And the Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's the handoff. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Defense not showing press coverage. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Mitchell. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's
going over the top? Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Cajuns. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young, athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days, but how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he can advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back on the option, the give. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Back to throw, it's Collins. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a strike for a completion.
Here's the pressure. And they're unable to connect on the long pass. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to pound their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisiana.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Run it with the fullback. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I love when you give the fullback the ball. It's kind of a dying breed. It's been taken out of most offenses. But I like when you reward him for all the unselfish plays he has to have throughout the game.
And wide open spaces. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the option. Sweet cut there. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but You get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the run, it's Dupree. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Give to the running back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Raging Cajuns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got stuffed on 2nd down, and still they need 1 yard here on 3rd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Pushes for the goal line. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The Owls backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cole. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Rice rushes to the line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on first down. Scrambling away. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. To the air on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're...
Intercepted! Got it off the tip. He's brought down. A short return to the defense. Comes out on top with a pick.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team...
Bringing it back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. But you gave him a little bit of hope.
Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Cole. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. Plows through the defense. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
He tries to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Now